And welcome back to Crypto Hulk. Here we are, the members only show. I had to make a Moscow Mule. And let me go over the disclaimers and stuff first. Just check the comments. Okay. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know anything about what I'm saying. Everything's a complete lie. I make everything up. Everything's fake. If I tell you to do something, don't do it. And also, always follow the rules and pay your taxes, and that'll be it. So, on this program, I've got some things that I've found from the past. Sometimes in the past, we forget about business connections that were made. Some of the stuff I looked up today, they've taken off the internet, okay? I've tried to find certain connections that I know are there, and they're gone. Articles about this and that are wiped clean. So, not everything I could report tonight. So let me get into an example. Let's see what we got here. New regulatory. Erase that one. Hold on. What I'm doing is looking at stuff that I pulled earlier. Vanguard. Okay. Symbiont. These are the two articles. Okay. These are the two older articles. All right. We're going to go into here's an article. Ripple raises 55 million in a Series B. Okay, you know what? What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to send you the damn article. Give me a minute. That way you can kind of see the article along with me. Copy. I'm going to put it down here. I'll give you a minute to click on that and pull it up. Link. There's a link. All right. So what are we looking at here, Crypto Hulk? We're looking at a Team Ripple press release from 2016, 6 years ago. Remember, Ripple came about 2012, roughly. So this is 4 years after Ripple got going. We're going to skim the article. I'm going to show you the names of some companies that were early investors in Ripple. First paragraph, nothing. Second paragraph, we got Standard Chartered, like a massive investment company investing in Ripple. Accenture, this is another partner. SCB Digital Ventures, check this out. The venture arm of Siam Commercial Bank. Well, wait a second, Crypto Hulk. You just went over Siam Commercial Bank the other day, and they were linking up with Hyperledger, which is XLM, Stellar, IBM, Hyperledger, all working together. That's the retail money. But look here in this article, 2016, 6 years ago. This is why you're on the members portion, because you get this exclusivo information, okay? You've got, like I said, SCB Digital Ventures. They are the venture arm of Siam Commercial Bank in Thailand, who just the other day said they're working with Hyperledger and stuff. Oh, but Crypto Hulk found out 6 years before this, they're already working with Ripple's XRP. And why do you think they're doing that? Just for the fuck of it? No, they already have a CBDC. Thailand was hooked up 6 years ago. Everybody's playing the role like they're in the movies and nobody knows what the fuck's going on. Okay? That's what I bring to this program. I'm showing you these people, they're already done. Siam Commercial Bank is trying to make it look like Yeah, we're looking into this CBDC shit. Man, they've been doing this shit for 6 years. Okay, I'm showing you right here. Here's the article right there. The venture arm of Siam Commercial Bank. Bow. We see here in the same paragraph, CME Group, massive. They're a massive group as well. Okay. Next paragraph. Okay, we go to this next paragraph. It says existing Ripple investors include Google Ventures, Andreessen Horowitz. Yes. Let's scroll down to the next paragraph. Back in the day, 6 years ago, Ripple, now this is 6 years ago, Ripple had 15 of the top 50 banks. What do you think it is today? I'm going to tell you what, I say damn near 50. Doesn't that make you feel good now? Back then they had they had 1/3. 6 years ago, when not a damn thing was going on in crypto, Ripple already had 1/3 of the world's global banks. That's amazing. Today, oh, I'm sure they're at 100%. Absolutely. But let's scroll down. I'm just trying to show you 2016 versus now. This next paragraph starts off, this investment is part of our commitment. That's the what I'm looking at. This investment is part of our commitment to the bank's digitization agenda. Listen to this. Ripple is one of the most advanced distributed financial technology companies in the industry with a tested, do you hear this? Tested viable solution, said the banking guy at Standard Chartered. It's tested. He told us in 2016. Do you get this concept? They've already tested it 6 years ago. Standard Chartered, one of the world's biggest banks in the world, they're already done. Do you get this? They've been waiting for 6 years to go to the moon. I've been waiting 2.5. Well, what's taking so long, Crypto Hulk? You've got to have the globe linked up, you guys. You got to have the whole globe. You can't just have the top 20 countries. Shit ain't going to work. That's why he just says right here, I read it to you, with a tested solution. This is 2016. Standard Chartered saying this, one of the biggest banks in the world. How do you like that? Okay. I'm going to scroll down to the next paragraph. They're talking about Accenture's talking about it. So the next paragraph here, it's all in blue. Siam Commercial Bank. That's the first 3 words of this next paragraph. Siam Commercial Bank is excited to take a pioneering role in investing and piloting money transfers. Okay, check this out. Please check this out. 6 years ago, Siam Commercial Bank did all their testing. It says here they're piloting. That was 6 years ago. What are they doing right now? They're not doing a fucking thing. They've already done it 6 years ago. You got it? So when they start talking about, yeah, we're going to explore CBDC, they're lying. They're lying. I'm showing you the truth right here. That's what Crypto Hulk does. I show you the truth. You make your own decisions up, okay? I obviously didn't. I mean, I could have made this whole website up, but no. Oh, go to the very bottom of this white page. You're going to see where it says, it's in blue at the very bottom of this, not down below the bottom, but it's still the white page and all the stuff's in blue. You'll see something here called W3C Web Payments Working Group, World Wide Web Consortium. um, what this is okay. Let me back up. If you look at the bottom, it'll say W3C's Web Payments Working Group. Okay, look, check it out. Ripple, back in 2012, gave the World Wide Web Consortium the Ripple Ledger, not the private one, the public one. I'm guessing here. They gave it to them because they already knew that, and look, I'll tell you what, the government, United States government, they're all in on this. There's a private agency we don't know the name of, but they're all in this, and they gave the World Wide Web this because the whole world is going to run on XRP Ledger. Even Stellar is going to probably run on the XRP Ledger. Stellar has its own blockchain too, don't get me wrong. You can run on both ledgers. I'm not saying it's the only ledger. I'm not saying XRPL is the only ledger. No, I said Stellar can run on it. I didn't say that's the only ledger Stellar can run on. Okay. You have to be, I'm very specific about what I say. If you look down here, I'm not going to take the time. You can look it up. The XRP ledger is, it says it right here, the Web Payments Working Group. Ripple gave the ledger to them. So therefore, through the process of, Ripple will be the one that gave the World Wide Web this. XRPL is the world's payments. Okay, you can look that up right there. 6 years ago, they put this out there. And there you have it. I thought that article was very interesting. You look through that and you'll know what the leader crypto is going to be. That's why I make this channel. That's why I've been making this channel for 2.5 years. I already know I'm going to be in the winner's circle along with you. Let me check this. XRP Boricua Army. Gracias por todo, Hulk. You got a loyal family here in Puerto Rico. You will be treated like family here. You're going to love living here. Never stop XRP. So yeah, Puerto Rico is that place where I did an article like 6 months ago on Puerto Rico, and the government's kind of set up like, I'm just saying, I don't know, I haven't really studied it, but it sounds like it's kind of like American-ish or very similar to American stuff. And there's an interview done in an article, and I went over it, and just the representative guy, this Puerto Rican representative, something was just very impressive. He knew the value of crypto. He knew how it would help the people of Puerto Rico, because they're not doing good financially. Well, and nobody's doing good financially, honestly. America's broke, China's broke, everybody's fucking broke. So, but anyhow, the Puerto Rican people, if they have good politicians like this one guy sounded to be, and if the politicians in Puerto Rico care about the people, they can use this technology to not just make 2 or 3 banks rich, but their whole country rich. And that'll change everything in Puerto Rico, the crime and the poverty and all the dumb shit going on. When you allow people to come up, fuck all these stupid banks, get rid of those assholes anyway. Work on the Puerto Rican people, allow crypto to build and grow, where you can build schools, have jobs for the Puerto Ricans. You got a lot of rich millionaire and billionaire will be moving to Puerto Rico. Tax those people normally, allow them to create businesses in Puerto Rico that pay fair paying jobs, so the some of the people there that are poor, that don't maybe have a lot of crypto, they can have an honest, decent living. Okay. So Puerto Rico is one of these places where I'm definitely going to consider looking into, and probably starting a business or a school or something there, or maybe I'll start a college or something. I don't know, but anyhow, that's enough of that. Next article. Let's see here. Let me click out of that one. I'm going to send you another link. This is for a 2016 article again. Why am I sending it? Because I'm going to show you this stuff has already been decided. There's the article. Just sent it. Click on it and look at it for a second. Hello, Mr. Success. Okay, the article is titled Ripple Continues Global Growth with New London Office. Oh, yeah, to serve the European bank demand. So all the way back in 2016, 6 years ago, Ripple opens an office. Okay. I'm going to glance through the article again. It says here, Ripple today announced the opening of its London office. Now, if you've been in crypto like me for 2.5 years, you heard of them talking about, well, Ripple's going to just move to London, and man, they've had this office for 6 years. Okay. All the little hubbubaloo people were talking about, oh, Ripple's opened an office in England, and man, they did that shit 6 years ago. So I wasn't in crypto 6 years ago. I've been in it 2.5 years. I'm going by what I heard on all the YouTube channels, and all of them were talking about this London office like it just opened. So I thought it literally just opened too. No, Crypto Hulk was doing some research. That was 6 years ago. Okay. So all these YouTube people I've been listening to, like, they don't really know as much as they think they do. And I'm not saying I do. I'm just saying they don't know as much as they think they know. So this Ripple office, it's old school. It's old news. Let me pick out the highlights of it. It says here, after establishing our APAC subsidiary last year, APAC means Asia Pacific. So check this out. Here's what Crypto Hulk's showing you. All the stuff going on in Asia right now, it's massive. They started this shit 6 years ago. They've been working on this for 6 years. And then over in England, this goes, okay, I did a show maybe a month ago, and it was on the 2030 report, okay? 2030 report. And why is that important? Because I think that report came out in 2015 or something. I'm getting a Ricola cough drop. Hold on a minute. So it's important because in 2015, they were telling us what's going to happen in 2030. This is not random. Everything is planned out. You got it? All right. I'm trying to show you right now. I want you to step back, forget about the daily news, forget about all the dumb shit you hear every day on this Ripple trial. All that shit is a distraction. That's why I don't go over the Ripple trial on my show. It's a fucking distraction, okay? I'm showing you an article here from 6 years ago. They're working on getting the Asia Pacific, Ripple is, and England. Now, the reason I mentioned the 2030 report is because in that report, I've told you this before already, like a couple days ago. In that report, it says the United States will lose dominance in the world. It's looking pretty much like it now, right? While England, Europe goes up in influence along with the Asia Pacific. You see this now? Yeah. In 2016, here we go. After establishing our Asia Pacific subsidiary last year. So that was 2015. Guess what? The 2030 report came out in 2015. They've planned this out the whole time. Are you seeing it now? Asia and all the advancements, the people in power are purposely trying to shut down the United States and influence, raise up England and Europe. That's why in 2015, you get the 2030 report. That's why the next year, in 2016, Ripple set up a London office. Oh, Crypto Hulk, now this is really making sense. All this shit is planned out. Yes, it is. And no other channel is showing you this, are they? Well, no, Crypto Hulk, they're talking about the trial every day. And they keep talking about glint cards and master pay and or masterworks and all this other dumb shit, Crypto Hulk. Yeah, that's what they do. Okay. So the whole plan is in the 2015 report called 2030 is you raise up Asia and you raise up Europe while the United States drops. That's why Gary Gensler's destroying American crypto. He's being told to by the global leaders. Gary doesn't follow he's not a public servant for us, the American people. Gary Gensler is following some global plan, okay? That's who Gary is, a public servant to the rich people in Europe who are telling him what to do. And my job on Crypto Hulk is to let you see all this and how it's all playing out, right? It's very interesting. I'm going to go to the next paragraph. The next paragraph starts with the opening of the London office. So it's the very next one. Look for the paragraph that starts with the opening of the London office. You scroll down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines, and the sentence starts, today, the majority of Ripple's current partners are based in Europe. let me say this again. In 2016, we're talking 6 years ago, before the lawsuit's not even 2 years ago. 4 years before the Ripple lawsuit, Ripple says this, today, the majority of Ripple's current partners are based in Europe. See that? All the shit's planned out, okay? Trying to show you guys this. Next paragraph, it starts off, the European region is unique. Find the paragraph, it starts off with, the European region is unique. Here we go. The European region is unique as an established global, global financial center. Are you hearing this? It was never about America. Are you guys now starting to see that when I do a deep dive on like a 2030 report, which nobody else on fucking YouTube does, except this guy right here, because I'm trying to show you how the world is going to go down, okay? I don't have 1 million subscribers. I don't have fake ass masterworks and glint cards and shit. I don't have that fucking dummy shit on my program. What do I have? I have a program that shows you exactly what's going to happen in the world. That's what I have on my program, okay? And I'm showing you how Europe is rising according to the 2030 report. Nobody goes over except this guy, and you guys are lucky because I'm going to teach you everything that I know. So you got Europe rising up, Asia rising up. That's in the 2030 report. In this article right here from 2016, 1 year after the report started, Ripple's talking about building up Asia. That's what the 2030 report says. Ripple talks about the majority of their partners are in Europe. That's what the 2030 report's about. And America is left high and dry with Gary Gensler destroying everything he can. Do you see how this is going down? Just like the report said, you guys. I'm showing you the future, okay? I sure hope you're listening and understanding. I'm going to start off with the paragraph again that says the unique region. I mean, the European region. You got to listen. So now this is going to tie into the 2030 report. This is all planned out. The court trial is fake. That's why all these fucking YouTubers have no clue. They're reading every day. Oh, Jeremy Hogan, this, Phil Deaton or John Deaton, whatever the fuck his name is. And this is what Judge Sarah Netber. And look, that shit is a shit show. Okay. The European region is unique as an established. It's just when something is established, it means that it's been given authority. This is a 2016 article. Europe is an established global financial center. Let me repeat it again. Global financial center as of 2016. You hear that? It's not the United States. This whole trial is fake. I've been saying this. It's 9th grade drama class, but you'll have digital asset investor, digital perspectives, and all these other fucking clowns reporting on this trial every day because they have no fucking idea. It's all in the plan. You want to know why nobody gets in trouble? Because they're trying to break America. You got it? That's why nobody's going to fucking jail. Okay? The news media is not going to report. The news media is told to shut up. Let me repeat. In 2016, the European region was established as a global financial center. Listen, that is leading the industry in embracing new technologies. It says Europe is modernizing its banking infrastructure. It says here underneath that, European banks are proving to be first adopters of distributed financial technology, and in particular, Ripple solution. Europe is leading this, just like the 2030 report has told us. You see how all this is set up, you guys? Now you're starting to see exactly what the hell you're seeing now. What I see, right? And that's the truth. This is what's really going on. Ripple has stated inadvertently that America is not the center of the world for crypto. Do you get it? This is all planned. Europe is the center of global crypto. That's what the Ripple just said. Europe is the center of the globe for crypto and distributed ledger technology, not America. And that's a tough pill to swallow, right? And you're like, damn, Crypto Hulk, that's some real shit, right? That's what you get as members on my channel, to get an opportunity to see what's really going on. What these other channels have no fucking clue, all right? BitBoy with his million follow, man, he doesn't know a fucking thing. None of these other channels are teaching you this stuff. I just broke down and showed you how Ripple, in their own words, 6 years ago, told us about how the Asian Pacific area will be 1, Europe will be 2, America's not mentioned. Nobody else did a 2030 report except me, because that shit's important. I want you to have the best information to make the best decisions. These other channels, man, it's about getting endorsements and sponsors and shit. They don't know a fucking thing, all right? So I know that it's kind of like bad news, but it's real news. I mean, that's just how it is. So America's done. Just letting you know. We're not going to be the hub of the world. Europe is the hub of the world. Canada was made the liquidity hub. You see that? It's not even America anymore. And I know I'm an American. And it's very troubling to hear this. But my job is to bring you the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. That'll continue this program. I hope you enjoyed it. Share it with a friend. Um, and all roads lead back to Rome for sure, says Patty Murphy. I'm not even going to get into that one, but Patty's right. That's the road to Rome is the last stretch of the planet's freedom. For out of Rome will come something very, very bad for everybody. And those of you that know what I'm talking about too. Joshua Mott, thanks for your donation, paying for the real news. The reason I made I make this program and stuff is because I'm trying to help out as many people before the end happens. I'm trying to provide you the most real information. No dumb shit hype, whatever. I want you to see how this end game is playing. Then when you watch the other channels, you'll see them all distracted because they don't know the truth, I just broke it down to you exactly how it's going. Have you noticed now? America's a wrecking ball. We're not going to be the center of the world's even though we invented it. No. We're like the slaves of Europe. Europe will be the leaders. Ripple just told us. The 2030 report tells us it's Europe and Asia. America's done. Just letting you know. Brent, thanks for another, says noob. Thanks for another donation. I appreciate that. And there you have it. I think I'm done. Take care. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. I have a couple news articles, but I don't want to say anything more than what I just said. It's getting a little bit too fucking real right now. So see y'all tomorrow. All right.